Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Feeling a little bit better this morning. I was able to get some sleep, finally. At least some more sound sleep. Still had a low sugar overnight. I think it's going to take me a bit for me to get everything back to normalized, after dealing with this really bad period. Really. I'm like, what is that noise? Okay, never mind. Somebody's leaving. I forgot I had the window open over here. It's going to take me a while to get everything normalized and, yeah, back to straightened around and so forth with this bad period. But yeah, it's, unfortunately, I'm here at the tail end. But yeah, all day yesterday at work, I was dealing with low sugars. I kept having to say, sorry guys, I need to go take care of this. So it is what it is. But I'm getting there. At least I only had one last night. And I had some, they sell these fruit snacks at work. I finally broke down and got a bag of those. Excuse me, started carrying those around with me. So I at least had something on me that I could just pull out and just snack on or whatever, because it was just getting to be pretty ridiculous. And I had a little bit of those left when my alarm went off on my thing. So I pulled those out. Actually, when it went off, I fell back to sleep. I'm like, I don't want to get up. I'm so tired. And unfortunately, it didn't help either. I couldn't fall asleep right away. I was just a little bit wound up last night when I got home. Even though I was dead exhausted, I don't know, I guess, because, how it can be sometimes when you're wound up, or excuse me, when you're really exhausted, sometimes you can still be in that mode where you just can't fall asleep still yet, But, anywho, yeah. But anyway, yeah, today's the day for these storms. I was actually just downstairs, and the news is still on, and yeah, we have a line of storms heading right for us right now. I guess this line that's coming at us is supposed to be here in about 45 minutes. This one apparently hit Nebraska, I guess, last night. I don't remember, but anyway, it spawned off a tornado and knocked the train over. So, yeah, this one is supposed to be kind of severe, but then later on this afternoon, when all of us are going to be at work, it's supposed to be really bad. So, but fortunately, Rick is basically right here. By the time it hits, he's supposed to be home. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about things. It's been a while since I've had to go through tornadoes, but it's part of the move. It's part of the adventure. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, I am a little concerned. Don't get me wrong, I am a little concerned. But fortunately, by the time, like I said, by the time that next line of storms comes through, Rick will be home, and fortunately, he works just right here, pretty much right next door, so he can keep an eye on things. So I just worry because of Miss Ichiku here, because I'm the only one that she trusts. I'm the only one that she may come to if push comes to shove, So we'll see. Send some positive energy this way, please. Yeah. Hopefully nothing will happen. It's been pretty calm. Yeah, it did rain yesterday morning, by the way. And I was wondering about that, if it had rained overnight or not. It did a little bit. When I got up, I noticed. Oh, excuse me. Especially when the light started coming, or the sun started coming out. It definitely had rained. So, but yeah. I have today, tomorrow for work, and then I have Wednesday off. I'm very excited about that. Gets to get caught up on a little bit of sleep. I do have a busy day planned, or busy day. It's going to be a busy day anyway, that day. I got to remember to do that when I get, actually I should probably do it tomorrow morning. Remember to do it then. I'm going to be having to doing a lot of cooking. And I also have to bake on Wednesday. I need food cooked for basically Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then I'm off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and those are the days that I plan on. I was just looking at the schedule, but that's okay. I know I need to get the updated schedules into my calendar. But anyway, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'll be off, and those are the days I plan on making the chicken dinner, making soup, so on and so forth. So, and also baking bread. Yum, yum, yum. I know I was going to try and maybe see about doing the bread a little bit sooner, so maybe I could have some bread with my spaghetti, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Somebody's yelling something out there. Interesting. But yeah, I'm going to make some spaghetti, and should I do chicken or tacos? Well, oh, that's right. I have to take out a package of chicken and do that up tomorrow morning. Have something else I got to cook this morning, too. I got a little bit, I've got enough left over for lunch this afternoon. That's about it. Or I would be eating it this morning and then nothing to eat this afternoon. So, but I got something in the fridge that I can cook up real quick. And I've got some leftovers. I'll have rice. I can do a side of rice. And I've also got a little bit of green beans left from my chicken, so I figured I would do that. And I just need something for tomorrow to cook. What I'm going to cook will be 2 meals, basically, but I still need something else for a second meal tomorrow. And then, like I said, Wednesday, busy day. Figure I can make some tacos. I'll see how I feel if I wanted. I did get some lard. Yeah, some pork lard, so I can make some proper flour tortillas. Yeah, that's really good. So I figure I'll see how I feel on Wednesday. And of course, see what happens with these storms. I know. And yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, I hope not, because I have all that meat in the freezer. It just hit me what I was just thinking. Please send some positive energy your way, our way, okay? Yeah, send it your way. I'll send some. Okay, we'll do it that way. I know I'm kind of half asleep still. I'll do it this way. You all send positive energy my way. Put it in the comments that you did, and I'll send some positive energy your guys' way. You know what? I'll send it anyway. You don't even have to put it in the comments, but show some support. Yeah. No, I was just thinking, oh gosh, I hope that everything will be okay with these storms. Yeah, the destruction, the damage, is the main concern, but also thinking about the possibility of losing power. And I just bought all that meat, and it's all in the freezer. There's a chest freezer downstairs. I'm like, oh, shit. Didn't even think about it. until just now. Oh well. I'll be doing it. And we don't have a gas stove even. I guess we'll be getting a propane tank. Don't put it past me, folks. I've been known to do it in the past. So we'll see. Work was a little bit better yesterday. The distance learning. I learned a few things. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Go from there. I know what I have to do. I know I've been pondering things, and I know what I have to do now. With everything combined, we'll put it that way. I know the path that I have to go down. So, and that's what I'm going to do. That's the path I'm going to follow. So in the meantime, do the best I can, and so forth. The way I look at it is, too, there's somebody at work in my department. I found out that they've been there for 7 months, and I know full well that they're not meeting quotas or anything either. So, yeah. I know that they're not, and they are listed as a specialist. So, actually, 2 people are. So, yeah. We'll just play it by ear. Play it out as best that we can. And go from there. I know there's quite a few things that I do miss from home. There's quite a few things that I don't do. But I want to play it out here and see what happens. No, I haven't reached back out to the coworker who basically gave me his phone. It was interesting because I was talking to a young lady that I went through training with, basically the introductory stuff, and she was I didn't even bring it up or anything, but she was telling me she had the same thing happen to her actually a couple times. And it's like, yeah, I get it. But I'm just, even if it wasn't for the situation with the other person, with wanting to play things out and see what happens and so forth, I'm just not, I just moved here. A lot happened. Not to say that if the person does say, hey, I want to give it a go, yeah, I'll do it, most definitely, because I know where my heart is. But as far as somebody else is concerned, and there's a history there too, so that is definitely a factor. But as far as somebody new is concerned and so forth, I'm just, I'm not ready, I'm just really not ready. So I'm just trying to, figure out how to be diplomatic, basically. And to be honest with you, they're not at work. I found out that they're out on sick leave right now, and they had actually called me at my department, so, which also kind of bothered me a little bit, so. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. My main concern right now is getting getting everything together, getting a few things purchased for what I'm going to be needing for a new place and getting our own place. And of course, getting all the money together I'm going to need for that. That's my main goal right now. Is buying essentials. Things like a set of pots and pans. I'll probably get a hand mixer until I can find a stand mixer that I like. Or I might just spring for this one stand mixer I had seen that doubles as a hand mixer. And it's pretty cheap. It was only like about $60, something like that. So I'm thinking I'll probably spring for that. A few cups, or not cups, but bowls, plates, things like that. Maybe pick up a cheap set or something like that at Walmart or whatever. But yeah, that's my main concern right now. And I have the mixing bowl. And I just need some storage bowls, storage containers. I know which ones. I'll see about getting the ones that I had before, because I really like those, and I know that they're durable. And then I've seen that Walmart also had some small ones for my lunch bag. So that's my main concern right now with things. As far as the other things are concerned, yes, it is something that I would like to do. But I think right now I need to be more focused on getting us our own place, to be perfectly honest. And go from there. So, but yeah, and I'm excited about that. And that's, like I said, that's where I need to have my focus right now. It's getting a little darker out there. Fortunately, we have a little bit of a wind, so that's a good thing. Temperatures are supposed to get up to 76 today, and then drop down 20 degrees for tomorrow, like 56 or something like that. So that's the reason why we have these tornadoes sprouting up, and why there's such a big concern with the tornadoes. But yeah, I'm just kind of keeping my eye on the sky right now, watching that weather. So, but yeah, that's the reason why we're getting these tornadoes. But anyway, I know what I was talking about. So yeah, I'm very excited. But yeah, I need to save my money for, of course, first month's rent, deposit, and then of course a bed. And I saw that Macy's is got their mattresses on sale. Those are the ones I prefer. I was looking up trying to find one of the ones up like on Amazon. Mostly what they're selling up there are ones that I don't really care for. Like the memory foam, and I can't stand that memory foam stuff. I've laid on those before. They're just not comfortable to me. The other ones that I don't care for either are those gel ones. Again, you might as well lay on a waterbed. That's the way I look at it. I want to get a mattress like what I had before. So I'll have to truck on over to Macy's. But I need to make sure I have the money saved up for it. So probably looking at, let's see, first month's rent or around here for what I'm looking at is about $1,000. Figure at same amount, depending on what they look at with credit history for deposit, and then and then a bed. So so I'm looking at needing to save up probably a good $3,000. Because of course I need deposit for utilities. So yeah, got a ways to go. but that's the direction I'm going to be heading in, and it's something for me to keep my mind on while I'm going through things. So little bit by little bit every week, and I was actually the main reason why I was looking at the calendar is looking at how many Ubers I'm going to need to pay for here until the next paycheck next week. So yeah, going from there. And then, of course, I need to be able to buy food, and this is going to be my first full paycheck. Fingers crossed, nothing else happens. So, yeah, if I can get that first, full paycheck going, that'll be awesome. Then I know what I'm looking at, from now on, and how I can budget, and so forth. So, but yeah. It's just going to be just more of a matter of me just keeping my boundaries up, keeping myself grounded, at least in my brain telling everybody to go fuck themselves. I'm living life for me and going from there. I have my sewing. I'm working on that. That does help with the distractions and so forth. And then I can see about starting to working on the other things. That's the way I'm looking at it all right now. If I want to, I could see about at least getting a keyboard and mouse. So I have that. And then, of course, I have my phone here where I can do stuff up on Canva. And I already know Angie would let me use her sewing machine if I wanted to go that route right now. So, and really, I can pick up a cheap sewing machine if I wanted to. Well, and she's offered me a lot of her scrap material and so forth. And I could do a lot. I can do a lot of things with like scrap material and so forth. So, if I wanted to, but I think right now it's more of a thing of looking more of a side hustle, But right now, resting, relaxing, continuing healing. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to mention too. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. The store was horribly dead on Saturday. It was a little bit busier yesterday, but Saturday, surprisingly, it was just dead. And that was the thing I was going to mention with Saturday. I wound up having to go down the cleaning aisle where we sell like household cleaners, laundry detergents, and so forth. I didn't even think about it because those have been a big issue for me with my breathing difficulties, and I didn't even think about where I was at. And then I went to showing a customer where something was, and I went to leave, and it dawned on me where I was at, and I'm like, okay, because even with wearing a mask, I've been having issues. And I'm like, let me just check something out here. Took my mask off, breathed in real deep. I mean, real deep. As deep as I possibly could. No issues. Yeah, that's awesome. That is totally awesome. So it's like, okay, definitely have made huge improvements since moving here. Tell you the truth, I know the weather, with the constant storms going through, helps blow out all of the allergens and smog and so on and so forth. And also, I think that the humidity is playing a huge role with helping with the healing process, getting in there and just finally healing things. I think that it is. I've had some issues here and there a little bit with my muscles. But as far as the airways are concerned, no, I've been fine. So, but yeah, it's been really amazing. I love it. So I still wear a mask no matter what because I am autoimmune. I have, with being a diabetic, it means I have autoimmune disorder. So, but as far as the breathing difficulties are concerned, yeah, I've been doing, gosh, 1,000 times better. It's been awesome. So, yeah, this has been great. This move. That's why I hesitate going back, because even for a visit, because of everything I went through and everything, and then if there's potential where I could possibly wind up flaring up again. Oh my gosh, I I I I don't relish it. Yeah, I really don't. So, but yeah, this was definitely, it was even though it was kind of a spur of the moment sort of thing. Even though I feel like I was ripped from a place that I love, torn, because I do love it there still. My heart is still there in so many ways. Um, but at the same point, yeah, it may not be a healthy place for me to go back to, physically, anyway. Mentally and spiritually, may not be either. So, but yeah. But we will persevere. We will persevere. Um, and at least I get a lot of weather. You know how much of a weather bug I am. So, um, but yeah, one thing I need to see about finding, I don't know if I'll be able to find something. I need to find a vent cover. Unfortunately, there's some aromas downstairs that keep coming up, and like when I got home last night, unfortunately, it was coming up, and it was just like, oh my gosh. I was, I will admit, I was having difficulties breathing because of that one aroma. Um, and I don't know what to do about it. Let's face it, I am a guest here. And in some ways, I'm feeling like I'm overstaying my welcome. That's the main reason why I'm like, no, I need to be focusing on getting us our own place. That's what's important. Then I can start working on the other. Um, I was thinking about maybe trying to work on things concurrently, which I still could. It might be a good idea. Um, but I think it's more imperative for me to think of things in terms of one step at a time. I've been through a lot, you know, and I'm still, after seeing what, had happened down the laundry detergent and cleaners aisle, I'm realizing I'm still still in the healing process. So I'm just taking things, I think it'd be best if I took things one step at a time. Just focus on my personal sewing, work on getting the rest of my stuff out here. I've still got sewing left behind out there. I still got all my cards, my card decks out there, and my books. Work on that. And also my mom and the other baby's remains. Get all that stuff out here. Then, and of course at the same time, um, working on, I know, I could, if I work on things concurrently, then, I'd have that stuff to be able to throw up and sell and so on and so forth. I get that. I hear everything loud and clear. But there's other things I need to do. I need to get the logo done. I need to, you know, um, I'm going to need to be able to print stuff off, like, there's preparations that I need to be able to do. Basically, is what it boils down to. So yeah, I want to do things right, and I want to be able. Well, come on, come on up. She's on the floor. She hears somebody pulling in the driveway. She wants to. Come on, you can do it. Good girl. You're such a big girl. Yeah. Now go see. Go check it out. Megan is leaving for school. So, but anywho, yeah. I know there's all of that and everything. There's things I could sew up by hand if I wanted to, but right now, I think it's more important for me to focus on finishing healing, and so on and so forth. Take things one step at a time. Isn't that right? And not trying to rush anything. Isn't that right? Yeah. She's so soft. That's another reason why. And I've noticed too, my hair seems to be growing. I keep sitting on it. I don't know, maybe I just need a trim, even it off, or what the case is. I'll have to, next time Angie and I both have the day off. Actually, Wednesday, come to think of it. I'll have to have her take a look at my hair and back there, because I don't have a mirror either, and I don't have a mirror in the house, handheld, so I can look. I'll have to have her take a look at it and see if maybe it just needs to be evened off, or it's just growing. I know my nails sure have been growing really well since I've moved here, that's for sure. Love it. So, we'll see. Yeah, and this one, yeah, here, you want to say hi? This one here, her hair is so soft and silky now. I mean, her hair has always been soft and silky, but with the extra humidity, yeah. I know that's part of the reason for her itching, being a Miss Itchy Coo, is because her skin is probably doing a lot of healing. I still want to get her into the vet, check out those ears, see if something that might be going on there. I'm seriously considering that with this next paycheck. Yeah. Yeah, I see where you've been digging. But anyway, and of course I got my doctor's appointments coming up too. And that reminds me, I still have not heard, I gotta switch out my sensor, and I still haven't heard back from Walgreens about that. I might be switching pharmacies if I can't get an answer as to if my sensors, what sort of price I'm going to be looking at with them. So we shall see. Maybe I'll give them a call tomorrow, because I don't have to be to work until 2 tomorrow. Then that'll free me up for, no, I'll call them on Wednesday. So, but anywho, yeah, I just keep listening out there, just to be certain. We do have tornado alarms. They do go off every once in a while for, testing. So, I just kind of keep my ears open for it. You know when they're going off, believe me, and because it's like speakers like right here. So, yeah. But I just keep kind of listening to things either way, and also keep gauging that barometric pressure. I know, I'm a little worried about it, but we'll see what happens. That's all we can do. That's the way I look at it. Play life by ear, as always. So anyway, yeah, I should get myself rolling. I gotta cook that food and get her food going and so forth. And I gotta be to work at 1 today, working 1 to 10. Tomorrow's 2 till 11. And then off for one day. I can do some cooking. I might still bake that bread. We'll see. We'll see. I just might. Anywho, it wouldn't take very much for me to do it. It'd be just a matter of me cleaning up the kitchen counter so I can knead it, and then I could pop it in the oven to rise overnight till morning. I'll have to talk to them about it. See how they feel, because it'll need all night to rise, and then I'll be taking up the oven also a little bit Wednesday morning. So yeah, and then I could do that. And I could slice some of it up, do some garlic bread for some to go with my spaghetti. It's a thought. It's a big time thought. I just might. Alright, I should get myself moving. I love you guys. I love you. I'll talk to y'all soon. Positive energy. Positive energy. Thank you. Appreciate it.